We started the winter storage program right about 19 years ago, going on 20 years with that program. It was developed basically by customer suggestions that people were looking for a place to go with their machinery over the winter so they could get it out of their way. And also in the meantime, it would be a good opportunity for us to provide service and maintenance work to keep our mechanics busy during the winter. It's started off as just a handful of machines that we were able to store in what was my parents' former dairy farm facility. With that, we've since grown to the point where we have had to rent another facility for that, but we've had very good luck due to the fact that most of the people in the area we live in communities where the subdivisions may have architectural controls or codes that don't allow people to have outbuildings, don't allow them to have more than 2 or 3 car garages, that sort of thing. So with that, we found that there has been a very strong demand for a program like that due to the nature of those communities. In the communities where those issues aren't as prevalent, we don't do as much of the winter storage in those areas. But in the areas where that is a thing or a problem for those people, we do very well with that. We also find that the customers tend to be very loyal. We probably are in the 60-70% loyalty range, where most people come back year after year. And lastly is it seems to be our best customers. It seems to be the type of customer that cares about their machine. And if we find extra work that needs to be done, rarely do we have people deny the extra work that may be required at that point in time. Yeah, so with the storage, we do not just store a machine. The only way we store it is if we are doing basic annual maintenance to the machine. The pricing of $349 includes the pickup delivery, the storage charge, parts and labor to give an annual maintenance. If we find beyond that, the customer is called in our normal estimate manner or fashion to get approval to have the extra work done. Depending on how the calendar works out and the weather, we start taking reservations due to the limited space that we have. We start taking reservations at Labor Day. With that, most of the machines are typically picked up between the end of October and the end of November, unless the weather varies. This year, we ran very late in our pickups. We were picking up most of the machines in the late November to mid-December range. And with that, when we advertise for that program, we're fortunate to have some advertisers that work with us to play last minute, and we don't run the advertising until we feel the weather has shifted to the point where people won't be using their equipment anymore.